My name is Mohammed Fawri. Building defect is a major component on building problems that significantly need attention. Building defects can occur in both new and old buildings. Even though a various number of defects happen in the old structure, the defects that I will talk about found in the new building. Building defects can be divided into two categories: structural defects and non-structural defects. Now I'm gonna talk about the 5 defects that I found it in this building, BV21 in Kuala Lumpur.
The first defect is the mold. Mold is a part of the natural environment. Outdoors, mold plays a part in nature by breaking down dead organic matter, such as fallen leaves and dead trees. Indoors, mold growth should be avoided. Molds propagate by means of small spores. The spores are invisible to the naked eye and float through the air. The mold may begin growing indoors when spores land on moist surfaces. There are many types of mold, but all of them demand moisture for growing. There are 3 common causes of the mold, which can be summarized in water leakage, where the water leakage will happen by the plumbing that is not installed properly. Second cause is the moisture, when the moisture of the wall can cause the faster growth of the mold, and the last cause is the humidity. In this case, the cause of the mold is the water leakage from the air conditioning unit, because we can see the air conditioning unit on the roof without a proper design of drainage. The remedy for this problem is to clean the affected area and then dehydrate it effectively and find an appropriate discharge of water that comes out of the air conditioning unit. The second defect is the wall crack. As we can see here in this video, the type of crack is the horizontal crack. The most common cause of horizontal crack is concrete block foundation walls, is excessive unbalanced soil pressure. This type of movement will have horizontal cracks that may occur near to the center of the wall, as we can see here, or nearer to the top of the wall. The second cause of horizontal cracks may be porch sets of steps anchored to the foundation walls. When porches or steps have been installed, these typically have a very shallow foundation and may settle due to the uncompacted fill soil along a foundation, causing the top of the wall to pull outward or push inward. The remedy of the slight crack, which appears here in this video, easily filled recurrent crack, can be masked by suitable leanings. Cracks are not necessarily visible externally. Some external reappointing may be required to ensure weather tightness. Doors and windows may slide and require easing and adjusting. The third defect is the dampness in the wall. Structural dampness is the presence of unwanted moisture in the structure of a building, either the result of intrusion from outside or condensation from within the structure. A high proportion of damp problems in the building is caused by condensation, rain, penetration, or raising tap. Here the rain is the main cause of the dampness. The rainwater easily reaches the affected area because this area doesn't have roof gutter. Precipitation can be wind driven, that it penetrates joints that remain watertight in normal weather condition. In this case, treatment should start from preventing the arrival of rainwater to this area and then dry the affected area. And finally, the use of waterproofing materials for the wall. The fourth defect is the building bent. The building bent is nearly always the result of poor service preparation and in many cases is the result of poor service preparation by the previous painter. A new paint will not improve the adherence of the suspect old paint coating. Rather, it's likely to make it slightly worse due to the stresses imparted as the new paint coating dries. Peeling can also be caused by applying the paint under conditions that hinder good film formation. Very cold weather, or very hot or windy weather that causes the paint to dry too quickly. There are several possible explanations for a paint job that fails due to peeling. The failure can be the result of inadequate surface preparation, is not removing greasy contaminants from the substrate, removing underlying loosely bound substrate contaminants such as wind-blown dust and dirt or mold, removing substrate breakdown products such as weathered timber fibers, old powdery weathered concrete, efflorescence on concrete, and metal corrosion products. What's the remedy? Firstly, remove the paint in the affected area, then apply a patching compound with a putty knife. After that, establish a smooth surface and clean the area, and finally paint the wall again. The last defect is the corrosion. Corrosion is a natural process which converts a refined metal to a more chemically stable form, such as its oxide, hydroxide, or sulfide. Corrosion happens when metal or steel is exposed to moisture and air. The cause of the corrosion in this case is the rainwater. The oxygen in air oxides the metal and produce a deposition which is yellow and brownish in the color, like what appears in the video.
Finally, we are, as a facility manager, we should give more attention about the building defects and monitor the building to save it from the defect. I hope you get some idea about the building defects, and thank you for watching this video.